Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your brother in the struggle, coming right back at you once again to actually make you, hopefully to clear your minds in a confused world. To make you understand and explain to you why are we as humanity going through all of these issues that we are currently going under this prophetic times. Because, ladies and gentlemen, whether you want to believe me or not, regardless of what you think of what I say here, we are living in the last days, not of this world, not of earth, the last day of this system, of this human system as we know it. It is enough. Enough is enough. It is about it is about to be uprooted. It is about to be taken out. But before that, more innocent bloodshed, more innocent blood needs to be shed on this planet. As humanity, whether consciously, subconsciously, whether you know it or not, welcomes the Antichrist system. You can call it for whatever you want. You can call it the Illuminati. You can call it you can call it You can call it the World Economic Reset. You can call it the New World Order, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, the result will be the same. Humanity has failed the test of time. In fact, humanity, unless you've been sleeping under Iraq, is about to do something. Of course, the Creator would not allow it, but humanity has the complete capacity of destroying itself off the face of this planet through its nuclear power, its new atomic bomb and hydrogen bomb and super and hypersonic missiles, you name it. Okay? Today's title is The Dynamic of Lies. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we have been living under a lie. You are living under a lie. No matter how realistic you think this world is, you are living under the result, the consequences, the evolution of lies. Let me just read this for you. The phenomenon of controlling people through lying was first introduced to the human creation by the devil himself, to the first humans upon this planet, Adam and Eve. Okay? By the devil himself. And ever since then, humanity has been manipulating itself out of existence, out of any logic, out of any reasoning, through the sweetness found in manipulating, hiding, and ultimately lying to get the control given to condition and program the masses to participate in the game of the lie, of the original lie. So this way, with your feeling of resentment, disgust, and biased remorse, the devil can put you in a prison of sickening and twisted emotions out of which you cannot escape from. Let me illustrate some of these lies in history for you, through which he has been controlling, mocking, and laughing at humanity while destroying it through demonic possessions. In fact, humanity has been worshiping the devil to the point of becoming second nature. And if you say something against it, if you say something against the reality, okay, and if you say something against the established powers, then you will be looked at as a conspiracy theorist, as a nut job, as a gaslighter, as a crazy moron. Okay, so when I say buyer's remorse, it means that you believe on something, you believe on a leader, on a human leader, a social political leader, and then you come to understand that it's all been a lie. Let us begin with these lies, ladies and gentlemen. Number one, politics. Politics is nothing more and nothing less than manipulation and the programming of a particular society, of the masses, making you believe that you got power in your vote. And as each day passes by, you're gonna hear the voting right bill, which this dementia, but it's actually demon possessed United States president that we have, Joe Biden. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, let me explain it to you so that you can probably once and for all get it. The United States of America has been and will be, until it is destroyed, a Freemasonic corporation. It's like a prostitute that have been handed down through our history. First, it belonged to the British, to the Europeans, right? And now it belongs to the so-called Americans, which is really the same. Okay? She's like a piece of meat that have been passed down through history. She's the first president of the United States. I mean, in reality, there were 16 presidents before George Washington. But the reason George Washington was considered the first president, because he was the first Masonic president of the United States. Do your research. So the fact that, and ever since then, all of America's presidents, excuse me, have been Masons. So you cannot escape the reality that America is a Freemasonic nation. And if you know anything about Freemasons, the Freemasonry, then you know is a Satan worshiping organization. So the United States is in fact the second beast of the Bible, mentioned on chapter 13, Revelation chapter 13, verse 11, starting in verse 11. Ladies and gentlemen, America is destined to be destroyed. In fact, America needs to be taken out before the new world order, the Antichrist system, whatever you want to call it, comes into being, which is going to last for a little bit of time anyway. but America needs to be taken out. Okay? And Joe Biden is trying to make that happen as fast as he can, because he knows, first of all, this man has been in politics for almost 50 years. Now check this. He knows exactly what is going on. He may sound like a incoherent man. Sometimes he doesn't even know where he's at. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the demons playing games on him. But check this out. This man knows that America is done. Let me give you some proof. America can never repay its debt. Almost going on what? $33 trillion? America knows. So the best way is to open up to speed up the process in the conquest and the destroying of America, to set up the new world order, the world economic reset, pushed by Davos, by Charles Schwab. I call him the mini-me guy, a guy who wrote a book concerning the current pandemic that people are going through, ladies and gentlemen. But I digress. Go check that book out. It is sad, really, that you got leaders, because they are multi-billionaires and they got powers, allowed to play with human lives. But that's the devil's nature. That's his motto, to mock humanity while it suffers. Okay? In fact, the devil says that humanity needs to suffer because it listened to him. And look what he has become. So he deserves to be destroyed. But I digress. Let's keep going. So, politics, nothing more and nothing less than manipulation and programming of the masses, making you believe that making you believe that you got power in your vote, that your vote counts, when in reality, your vote doesn't count. Okay? And that's why they're talking about voting right bill, so that you think that this is real. But people's votes never counted. But that's how that's how naive America is. And that's why she will be destroyed, because its society is totally asleep, and it has been worked. It worked to perfection for the evil ones. What did I just say? America is a prostitute. Number 2, religions. Religion is nothing more and nothing less than exploitation of humans' emotions, feeding the natural void, the natural tendency of human desires to look for something higher than ourselves. So the fallen angels created this thing called religion, this concept called religions. Yeah, the fallen angel, whom you call extraterrestrial, to make humanity worship them while taking your money. Okay? Let me keep going. Science. Number 3, science. Science, this has become a religion, ladies and gentlemen. It has become a religion in itself. In fact, the dots always connect. It never fails. Religions came from politics. Remember, Christendom was created in the year 325 AD. 325 after Christ AD, in the Council of Nicaea under the Emperor Constantine. Okay? So religion came out of a political system. You understand? Okay. Created by who? By man. And man is what? Manipulated and controlled by the fallen angels, by government. That's how the devil has been controlling societies. Here we go. So science in itself has become a religion. In fact, religion came from politics. Science is controlled by religions. Hence the Hippocratic oath. They take an oath swearing by the gods. But that has been corrupted, you see. See, in other words, ladies and gentlemen, humanity has been tricked at all levels. At all levels, ladies and gentlemen. Exponentially through our human history. Number 4, the entertainment industry. Hollywood, which is basically a distraction, the distraction industry, where people, it is basically a selling of their soul to the devil for the right to have influence and power through lies over the people, while getting lots of money in the process. Okay? So, once again, the dynamic of lies, ladies and gentlemen, it is powerful. Now are you beginning to understand, to see that nothing is real? That even your life, your own existence has been manipulated and based upon lies through your religious establishment, through your science, through your politics. It's all been a trick. Because remember, in education, for instance, there's another lie that's being taught in the, and by the way, that's 5, but it's okay. I didn't put it down. But education is actually another brainwashing system based upon lies. That's why they teach evolution, which is a satanic idea. In fact, if Charles Darwin himself would exist today, he would deny this. He would apologize for this trick that was playing on him, and he played on you all. Remember, he was a eugenic. You know what that is? He thought of creating the perfect race. And the same thing, abortion. Remember Margaret Sanger, what she said? That we need to weed out the weeds, to take out the weeds, to create a perfect white race. In other words, we need to take out, to abort, and bring what? Planned Parenthood through what they consider minority communities, like Black and Hispanics and Native Americans community. So that we got to make sure that we get rid of a lot of them. Margaret Sanger, remember? She was another eugenist. And guess who was the chairman of the Planned Parenthood organization? William Henry Gates. Bill Gates' dad. Now you understand? Now that should say it all when it comes to Bill Gates' ideas. And why Bill Gates, he doesn't have any medical degrees. He doesn't have anything. But yet he's allowed to talk on the platform because he's got money and he's got power. He's an influencer. You understand? You see how it works now? Because he's part of pushing this agendas of lies. By the way, it is too late for humanity. I hate to break it to you. It is too late. There's nothing that you can do. You cannot stop prophecies. God said that this was going to happen. You better believe it, that it will happen. So everything is a lie. From the celebration of your New Year's Eve, Happy New Year, you know what people are celebrating? They are actually celebrating the god Janus of the Roman Empire. Because remember, January, February, all of those 2 months were created. And you may say, Ruben, well, why was it created? Well, let me just tell you this. The Roman Catholic Church, who is the first beast, did the following, or at least he tries to do the following. Look what it tried to do. Look. Okay, Daniel chapter 7. Daniel chapter 7, verse 25, it says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High. That is the Roman Catholic Church. And that is exactly what has been happening. What's happening more today more than ever. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. You understand what is happening? Okay? So we are living under the Gregorian calendar, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Gregory was a pope, Roman Catholic Church pope, and he made the changes. That's why you got leap years in February, because this month didn't exist. This month were dedicated to the gods. I just told you, Janus. That's why it is celebrated in January, Janus. In Spanish, es enero. But I digress. Let's keep going. So, once this organization got you under their thumb, they can now bring to you hypnotizing words like cherry on top, such as racism, which doesn't exist. Okay? Well, Ruben, I have a question. Well, didn't you say that Margaret Sanger, who came up with the evolution? I mean, I'm sorry, with abortion, and Charles Darwin to create the perfect race, just like Hitler thought of doing under the Third Reich in Germany? Well, isn't that racism? No, ladies and gentlemen. Racism does. Let me say it slow for you. Racism does not exist. I tell you what exists. Okay? In fact, I'm going to read it to you straight from the Bible so that you understand it, because this is getting ridiculous. You will find this in the book of Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. Look what he says. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So you understand? There's no such thing as racism. Okay? This thing goes way over racism. The reason politicians use and people use racism is to divide society. Because the more they divide society, the more control they have over it. Wake up, people. So racism does not exist. What does exist is evil. See, if I'm a racist, right? Let's say I'm a racist and I hate white people, which I don't. In fact, my best friends when I was growing up in Brooklyn, New York, many years ago, when I was going to junior high school, my best friends were white. Okay? What exists is evil. So let's say I'm a racist and I hate white people. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hating a human being. What am I? A human being. So when I practice racism, I'm actually practicing self-hate. What about loving one another? What about what about understanding one another? What about helping one another? Does that not exist? Well, it does in my book, and I live it. Okay? So please, ladies and gentlemen, don't tell me about racism. Those words are what I call, and let me say it again, they can now bring to you hypnotizing words like cherry on top. Bewitching words such as racism. Another one is climate change. See, the devil always lies to you with the obvious. The devil always shows himself in plain sight. In fact, one of the greatest tricks that the devil has performed on the human creation is to make people believe that he doesn't exist. But in reality, let's keep going. He does. So climate change, ladies and gentlemen, change is the only constant thing in life. Climate always changes. Everything, even the water in a river, in the sea, everything changes. You never breathe the same air. There's always new air coming in. So ridiculous. But that's how the devil makes fun of you. Climate change. Oh no, we're going to be destroyed. Unless we do something. Yeah. While we take care of climate change, we are chemtrailing the heck out of the sky. And we are killing kids straight with a pill. Straight. In a mother's womb. We are killing human beings, no longer in gas chambers, ladies and gentlemen. No longer at the gulags, cutting their heads off. No. Killing babies straight from a woman's womb, ladies and gentlemen. And then taking the baby piece by piece. You understand? But yet, we care about climate change, and you have believed that. Remember, it's a lie. Everything is a lie. Terrorism. Terrorism, again, doesn't exist. Terrorism doesn't exist. Evil exists. These are catching words, ladies and gentlemen, to make you, again, hate all the folks. You hate Middle Eastern, let's say that you hate Middle East people from Saudi Arabia, from Iran. Okay? Let's say that, right? From Kuwait, Iraq. Right? Let's say that you do hate people from the Middle East. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Why? Oh, because some Osama bin Laden brought down the towers. No. Osama bin Laden, again, and see, and this is what I talk about here. This is why I cover. This is why my videos, first of all, are not recommended by YouTube. And people are not ready for this truth, man. That's why people sometimes subscribe to my channel and they unsubscribe. Doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it doesn't make a difference to me. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. To hopefully someday, before you see reality hit you in the face, you wake up. Osama bin Laden was a CIA agent. And yet they make you believe that he's a terrorist that brought down the towers and that attacked the Pentagon and that brought down I mean, really? Ladies and gentlemen, please. You understand the dynamic of lies now? You see? So there you go, terrorism. So that they can bring laws. Remember the Patriot Act which came after 9/11? Do you know that that's still there? And what is the Patriot Act? The Patriot Act gives the federal government, the United States government, the power to spy on its citizens. Through the NSA, through any means necessary. And who is the NSA? The NSA is part of the whole greed of the evil industry, of the evil heart that's in the United States. It listens to all of your phone conversations. Let's keep going. Diversity. Oh, it's so nice to be. Oh, it's so nice to be to embrace diversity. Yes, let's accept one another. Whether you are transgender, whether you are homosexual or lesbian, oh, it's okay. Binary, non-conforming, I mean, you name it. It's united. I mean, the human creation is at the point that is making me want to puke on them. It makes me want to throw up. But I'm not going to do that because I'm still a human and I'm still imperfect. God would do that. It's unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. We have become so ridiculous. And yet we see world leaders supporting that, and people believe that world leaders love us. Like, for instance, Joe Biden. Oh, Joe Biden loves us because he likes diversity and the government. Yeah. Okay. I have some, I got a bridge. I'm selling a bridge. You want to buy it? You believe that too? I have the longest bridge in the world. You want to buy it? I have it on sale. See? Another word that they like to use is, we are all in this together. We are all in this together, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fight this. Okay? Let's fight, you know what? Okay? Let's fight this seed thing that is destroying our world. Oh, yeah? Let me ask you this. If all diseases on this planet were completely eradicated and cured, would there be any doctor jobs? Would there be any doctors working? Of course not. I'm going to send you a link. And you're going to hear for yourself what was the CEO of Pfizer is going to tell you. Just listen to it. Right when it gets to, I believe it's the 140 mark, with the 140-minute mark, listen to what this man is saying. You don't have to listen to the whole thing. Just listen to what, it is unbelievable. See how they laugh at you, how they mock you? That's the evil working in the human leaders in our society, because they are possessed. And you see them and you think, oh, they cool. Yeah, they're billionaires too. Zillionaires, okay? Let's keep going. And they're making more money every day. In your face. And you don't see it. Feminism, which is synonymous to Satanism. Feminism destroys the family. So you see, the devil has many machinery up there. He's got many different ways transforming, distorting the human creation, and bring about his new world order, which will be destroyed. Black Lives Matter. Really? If Black Lives Matter, then how come one of its founders is living in a multi-million dollar house somewhere in Hollywood, in a gated, it's a wall around her house, and in a white neighborhood with, I believe, is 2% of the people around there are black. I believe it's, 2. The rest, 86% of the people, I believe, or 90%, I forgot what it was, are white folks. So you understand? If Black Lives Matter, how come you don't help your people in Hollywood? Because everything is a lie. You've been tricked. And again, these people don't deny they are Marxists. They don't know what the heck they're talking about. They hold on to anything that sells. It reminds me when I used to be a door-to-door salesman. They don't care about the people. Remember, your own people are the ones that will destroy you in a heartbeat if they get the chance. And if you don't believe me, what did Barack Obama did for his own black folks while he was president? In fact, they were under the worst condition that they ever been. We people, we F ourselves. That's what it comes down to. Always. It has always happened. We betray one another. We killed one another. Look at it. Chicago, Baltimore, Detroit, St. Louis. Now I'm going out of the country. Mexico, Africa. There's wars going in Africa. Black people against black people killing each other. You understand? Keep going. It's unbelievable. It's sad. Woman's right to an abortion. I already touched on that. Okay? Yeah. They love you so much. The government love you so much that, hey, they care about climate change. They don't want you to become a critical thinker. No. You got the jab and the unjab folks going to one another. People walking around with diapers on their faces. It's all about control, ladies and gentlemen. So the first link that I will send you is once again, what this man has to say on the 140-minute mark video. Take a look at it. It is sad. It is sad, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So, and not only that, ladies and gentlemen, But you see in Matrix, how they tell you that you are a slave. They tell you in your face. But yet you won't wake up. And in that movie, they leave where you put on a glasses and you see exactly how reality is, because you have been blinded for all these many years. You understand? It is about time, ladies and gentlemen, that we wake up and smell the coffee. It is about time. And these are the purpose of these videos. The purpose of this video is to make you understand that the 10 commandments behind me are not just there, they're not just there for looks. I live them. I'm not here pushing a religion. Religion has been a trick, has been one of the greatest tricks. Okay? The first trick that the devil played on the human being, on the human mind, is to make you believe that he doesn't exist. The second greatest trick that he played on you was religion. The third was politics, which is the same thing, and so on. And I mentioned some of them. In fact, let us go to Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. Okay, here we go. Matthew 24. One of the reasons, I'm going to go to 14 in a minute, but one of the reasons, Christ knew, whose real name is Yahushua, he knew that people were going to be lying and that people are living under a lie. Because look what he said, Matthew chapter 24, verse 4, when the disciple asked him about signs of the time, when should be the signs of thy coming, when you come back to earth. He says, and Christ answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. You understand? And then 6, he says, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So you understand? In other words, what Christ is saying, you're going to be played. You will be played through deceit. They will try to deceive you through lies, because you are living under a lie. Wake the hell up. Be on the lookout. Be on the alert. And yet, that's been the strategy, the evil strategy, and it has worked. Look how many people are part of religions. What has religion done for humanity? We got so many religions that we should be living under in an utopia. It should be paradise on earth, but it's not. Because everybody thinks that their God is their God. Oh, my God is better than your God. It's all a game. It's to bring divisions. It is to bring order out of chaos. Remember how the governments throughout history have worked their society, have governed their society through problem, reaction, solution. They create a problem, doesn't matter what it is. You know exactly what this whole world is going through right now. I mean, all you got to do is just look at Australia, what this war is going through. It has gotten so ridiculous, all right, that they're so stupid that they have, I mean, they denied a visa to a young tennis player, all right? Why would you accept somebody into your country if you have laws against something? No, they allow him, and then to show that their boss, oh, we're gonna throw him out. Yeah, he's gonna be deported. See how ridiculous? See the psychological game being played here? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you believe in evolution, I will pray for you. Don't worry. If you believe in science, I will pray for you. Science is looked upon by most of humanity as a god because he came out of a political system. And it has become a religion. In fact, Dr. Fauci is a Freemason. He's a Jesuit. Look it up. You think they really care about any human being? These people are soulless. They don't have any souls. Because when you give your soul to the devil, in fact, this man makes $432,000 a year, more than the president himself. He is the highest federal worker in the United States. You understand? Hallelujah. But hey, this thing is about to come to an end, so get ready. All right? So everything has been a lie. And they try to tell you in so many movies and the Matrix that you be a slave, that you don't want to be unplugged. Of course not. Because they got you worked. With television, internet, they got you worked up. Now let me go to Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. So you see, I just read to you why, that Christ knew that we were going to be living under a lying system, that we are being lied to all the time. So 14, it says, chapter 24, verse 14 says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So ladies and gentlemen, the reality is that if you listen to this, you no longer have an excuse. That's why I strongly suggest, if you don't believe in the Bible, do not listen to what I have to say here. Because you're not going to go in front of the Creator, in front of God, in front of the I Am Heavenly Father when He comes to earth and He's ready to judge every last human being upon this planet. You're not going to come to and say, oh, nobody had told me this truth. I thought that God was a nut job. I thought he was crazy. He was some conspiracy theorist. You understand? No. Because God is going to say, wait a minute. Did you listen to the substance of what he was saying? Did you get the meat? Did you get the message? Did you do your work? Did you put in some work? Did you actually do some research and see why people just don't care anymore? Why the youth in all the world didn't care about, and they were killing each other left and right everywhere? And like, for being part of a gang meant the world to them, because family were being destroyed. So family are destroyed, and then the kids that form this gang, they destroy. I mean, it's the perfect plan. They destroy each other and destroy their community. I mean, Chicago, a young man cannot go from this place to this place because he cannot walk through even 2 blocks sometimes to go to get something out of the grocery store because another gang could be there and he could get shot. It is sad. And you think the leaders, you think, what's her name? Lori Lightfoot, the lesbian mayor in you think the lesbian mayor in Chicago really care about that? Even if she did, the evil inside of her would not let her do anything. Because remember, she's living an evil life. She's going against what God created. Woman, man, and a woman. Because 2 women cannot procreate life. And 2 men cannot procreate life. So there you go. You're going against life itself. It is part of the depopulation agenda, which is going to come to a head in the year 2030. But before we get to 2030, ladies and gentlemen, humanity is going to go. In fact, we may not get to 2030. Because this year is going to be this is going to be one of the bloodiest year of all time. Humanity is going to start feeling God's wrath upon it. Okay? You have been worshiping, we have been breaking all the commandments. We have idolizing. In fact, there isn't even a show called American Idol. Everything that God goes against, the system embraced, because this is a satanic system. God created woman and man, a woman and a man, male and female. The devil said, since this is the devil's time, which is about to be destroyed, he knows it. Then he says, no, I got lesbian, I got transgender, I got binary, I got non-sexual conformist, you name it. Got she, hers, and they, and them. I mean, it's sad, ladies and gentlemen. Humanity has gone bonkers because instead of changing, it has given itself into its lower nature. And I'm here to explain to you, okay, as to what is going on and why it's going on. Okay? I'm not here to tell you about a political party, whether I'm Republican or whether I'm the Democrat or independent. I don't vote because I woke up years ago. I never voted. See, once they got you going in this game, they got you. Once you become part of their game, they got you. In fact, most people that have followed this system, that have voted, that have played, that have become, that played the left, right, the left versus right paradigm, ladies and gentlemen, I bet you, all of them have taken the jab. See? Okay? Have you listened to the news to other athletes that are falling like flies all over the place? Didn't I tell you that was coming? Didn't I tell you that this thing is never we never go back to normal? This thing is serious, ladies and gentlemen. This is just the conditioning of the conditioning, the programming. Okay? They get the rehearsal for the beast system, which is about to unfold. Heck, we got the new world religion coming in this year. What they call it, the Ibrahim Center. In Dubai, got a Jewish synagogue, you got a Christian temple, and you got a Muslim mosque. 3 temples in Dubai. It wouldn't surprise me if the day that they open this thing up is in June, which is the month 6, according to them. June, day 6, 66, and then the year, which is 2022. If you add 2, the 3 2s, because remember in numerology the 0 are 0, they don't have any value. So once you add the 2 2 2 is 6. So you're gonna have 6 6 6. It wouldn't surprise me if they open up open this temple to humanity and declare this thing this coming June. May God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, I do this video out of love, and don't forget to see the links that I'm going to send you. Hopefully, I can break through and wake you up, man, because it's sad. It's sad what is happening out there, okay? Remember, I work for the government in the states that I'm working. And even though people are required to take the jab, I already told you what I did. Okay? I fought the system and I won. Religious exemption, okay? All right? Because a man shall live by his principle and shall die by his principle. Y'all take care. And there's more.